is done, as you can see. What have we done today? We have harvested the first planting that we did, which was basically trial and error. There was a lot of lessons that came out of that. For example, things as simple as just documenting what you have planted where, and also just that regular pruning, so that and weeding, so that some weeds do not succeed as much as they had in my first round. Um, After we took out what we're eating and also the trash that is going into our compost pile, I resoiled the mchanga, the soil rather, with new loam soil mixed with more manure. We use cattle livestock manure. Mixed it all up 50-50, sometimes 60-40, and then just laid it on top of, but before I laid it on top of the soil that had the previous plants, I sort of mixed up the soil that the plants are in right now, so that when I put the layer on top, it sort of merges with it. Um, so after doing that, I put in the sand on top of this, the soil on top of this, planted whatever I had to plant. So I've introduced a new um, type, not type of crop really, but I've just introduced new crops because I've noticed that if I do a lot of leafy greens, the space is not enough. So I have to do a bit of those that wind, and those that like the shade. So I have done some lettuce and cucumbers at the same place, so that we can have the cucumbers going up and the lettuces enjoying the shade of the cucumber. I have left two aisles open. That is aisle 1 and aisle 2, because I still have some, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 cabbage seedlings that have to be transplanted. And if we look at 3 in every line, because cabbage needs space, we will need at least 2 aisles. But yeah, I'm super excited, tired, but excited, and I cannot wait to see the next cycle of crops. I'm excited about this one. Oh, and I also replanted my herbs. They were not doing well where they were, so I brought my chives here, which is basically like wild garlic, my sage, which is right there, and rosemary at the end. So I'm hoping that they will have a much better chance here than where they were. Otherwise, yeah, that is my garden. What is left here is things that still have a way to go. We have some beans. We have the pancake pumpkin. Right there, we still have a bit of amaranth, because this is a continuous crop that you keep on plucking. And also my saga is still growing, so I'm going to hold on to that. I have 2 types of onions and also 3 types of tomato. I think I have heirloom tomato, cherry tomato, and it's called Italian tomato, but anyway. I have 3 of them, and so we're also hoping to see what comes out of those. Otherwise, yeah, I'm excited. And we propped up the peas, by the way, and the cucumber that was there before was creeping on the ground. So we have given it a bit of support so that it can start creeping up, as well as the peas. They are in a very nice tight bunch, hugging each other. So we've given them a bit of support so that they can go up. Otherwise, from this mkulima to that mkulima, that is a day in my garden.
Well, people, you've heard it. The girl has been very busy. This is evening. She's been here since morning. The freshly manicured garden has just been watered in the evening, the best time for this. As you can see, it looks baby fresh, well bathed, well fed, well tended to, hugged, loved, ready to produce wonders in this new life of the crops and this rejuvenated period. You can see the peas have been propped up. The whole bunch had provided a kind of a cut triangle in the middle. Plants are so amazing. They can do tricky, beautiful works just by themselves. It's going to probably creep up all this, and if it needs more room, it's going to be taken right across. Get crazy, plant. There is the cucumber. It's also been propped up. It will climb up there. And again also, if it needs space, right there in the now movable fence. Wow, everything is looking so beautiful. I'm so proud of this. I'm so happy with this, because on top of enjoying this food, it's also a newfound hobby for Gigi, and it's working out very well. I feel happy for the kids when they start new baby ideas and they pick up through the struggles, through the faint-heartedness, the hard work, and when it starts paying off, then they learn a lesson about resilience, about perseverance, about patience. And I'm very, very happy about this. See, folks, this is not something we could do a few years back. We just thought it was a dream. Now it's reality, and it's because of encouragement, teamwork, determination, and hard work. I'm wishing that I can see the same about friends of ours who are all out there and have been talking about how they'd like to do the same. Well, adios for a while. We'll be back with what's going on elsewhere. Karibuni.